China is considered one of the world's 4 ancient civilizations and considered the oldest civilization with an unbroken history up to today's modern era. Though Chinese history is unrivaled in its documentation and its ancient origins have been extensively studied by various experts in science, history, and archaeology, China, as a cradle of human civilization, remains a place full of secrets. So let's examine 5 of the greatest ancient mysteries China has to offer. Number 1. The ancient city under Fujian Lake. Spanning an area of 212 square kilometers, the Fujian Lake stretches out through Zhenjiang, Jiangquan, and Huaning counties in Yunnan province. It's ranked as the 3rd largest lake in Yunnan and the deepest lake in the province. As it's 155 meters deep at its greatest depth, the Fujian Lake is also the 3rd deepest freshwater lake in all of China. The Fujian Lake is known for its unique fauna and many endemic species. But beyond all this is a mystery lying scattered on the unexplored bottom of the lake. According to an ancient local legend, the silhouette of a city can be seen in the lake from the nearby mountains on a calm day. To confirm if there is a hidden city deep in the waters of this lake, a Chinese submarine archaeology team stationed in the area conducted surveys in the Fujian Lake. In 2001, they discovered earthenware and stonework beneath the lake, covering an area of approximately 2.7 square kilometers. Carbon dating of some of the shells attached to the blocks confirmed that the site was actually 1750 years old, which means it existed around the year 257 and sank during the Han period. It's believed that the ancient unidentified structure of the underlake construction could represent the remains of the ancient Dian Kingdom. The Dian Kingdom is an ancient country with a high level of civilization which mysteriously disappeared after 86 BC. As for how the ancient civilization ended up at the bottom of the lake, some say that the ancient kingdom slid into the lake during an earthquake. Nevertheless, there are various legends involving the Fujian Lake which have endured for more than 1,000 years and that have yet to be verified. Since it's a huge body of water that remains largely unexplored, the credibility of those compelling mysteries may remain unconfirmed in the foreseeable future. Number 2. The mystery of the Huashan Caves. Located in the eastern suburbs of Tungxi District in the Anhui province city of Huashan, the Huashan Caves are steeped in ancient mysterious legends. Each ranging from 10 to 20 meters in height, the Huashan Caves were manually chiseled more than 1,700 years ago. Stone columns which vary in shapes support the cave's ceilings. Altogether, 36 chambers were found among the Huashan hills. Some of these chambers are filled with water, while some are 2-story chambers. The neatly chiseled walls and roofs, the big pillars and stone stairs indicated that men excavated the caves. These are not man-made chambers. Out of all the 36 caves, the biggest of them all is the Qingliang Cave, which is also referred to as the Underground Palace because of its scale and magnificent layout. This cave has a total length of 170 meters and a total area of 12,600 square meters. And digging out the cave could have originally produced at least 50,000 cubic meters of stone. Inside the cave, a stone bridge above an underground river can be found, and stone paths lead to different halls. The Huashan Mountain has the biggest, most content-rich, and best preserved ancient rock carvings ever discovered in China. They stretch 200 meters long and 40 meters high. Since no historical records reveal why these ancient people dug the Huashan Caves, some people believe the caves were mined for stones needed to build a nearby town, or perhaps to station troops, or even as imperial tombs. Despite all these guesses, the true reason creating this elaborate site remains an enduring mystery unanswered by today's man. Number 3. The mystery of the mystical Yellow Emperor. Ancient Chinese records speak of an extraordinary being, described as a godlike king and son of heaven. This wise and powerful being was Huangdi, or the Yellow Emperor. He was a legendary ruler who's said to have lived for over 100 years around 3000 BC, cited for being instrumental in developing the Chinese society and for being the founder of Chinese civilization itself. The Yellow Emperor created Chinese medicine, various religious practices, and even mechanical inventions. However, aside from these achievements, there are several other reasons why the legendary Yellow Emperor was special and different. Huangdi possessed advanced technology and extensive knowledge of the stars and of the heavens. It's even believed that he descended to Earth in a thunderclap on a clear day. It's also said that he had the ability to summon a metal-scaled dragon, and he kept in his possession a magical chariot known as Changhuan, which could take the Yellow Emperor to any part of his kingdom at fantastic speed. Given the nature of the Yellow Emperor emperor's backstory, there are those who have speculated that Huangdi was in fact an extraterrestrial who landed in ancient China 5,000 years ago and ruled over the people who lived there. Whether this is true or not, it cannot be denied that the Yellow Emperor is a very important figure in ancient Chinese history and legends. Number 4. The ancient world buried under the Taklamakan desert. Ancient people believe that once you enter the Taklamakan desert, there is no getting out. The Taklamakan desert is the largest desert in China, and it's considered to be the world's second largest shifting sand desert, covering a massive area of over 33,700 square kilometers. A long time ago, houses and temples were built amidst the vast space of the Sea of Death. However, today everything, including precious ancient relics, are hidden deep under the sand. Over the years, archaeologists have begun to discover some of the secrets that have been hidden in this mysterious region. Aside from its vital role in trade and commerce back when the Silk Road connected various traders from the east and the west, some believe that an entire ancient world is hidden beneath the sand of the Taklamakan desert. Remains of houses, temples, and the ancient city of Lulan were found buried under the sand, and corpses dating back nearly 4,000 years were also discovered in the area. In the late 1980s, several well-preserved mummies estimated to be at least 3,000 years old were also discovered in the Taklamakan desert. These well-preserved corpses revealed that these people once had long, reddish blonde hair and European features. They didn't appear to be the ancestors of the modern-day Chinese people. So, some experts in archaeology now believe that these mummies were once citizens of an ancient civilization existing at the crossroads between Europe and China. While to some of you this might seem to be a big leap in logic, archaeologists expect to discover more surprises in this huge ancient desert, which could support or refute the hypotheses of a secret ancient world hidden beneath the sands. Number 5. The Great Pyramid of China. The story behind the Great Pyramid of China is beyond interesting. For years, the Chinese government has allegedly hindered proper and extensive studies to be performed on the numerous pyramids located near the city of Fujian. These pyramids are believed to be over 8,000 years old, and one of them is said to be much larger than the world-famous Great Pyramid of Giza. But why is the government covering up these huge ancient pyramids? The knowledge of the existence of these several pyramids in China came to popular attention sometime after World War II. Many of the stories focused on the Great White Pyramid, or the Maoling, which is the tomb of Emperor Wu of the Han Dynasty, located in Xingping, Shanxi province. During World War II, U.S. Army Air Corps pilot James Gossman said he saw a white, jewel-topped pyramid during his flight between India and China. Fascinated by what he saw, he decided to take several photographs, which he later submitted along with a detailed report to his superiors as soon as he returned to base. Colonel Maurice Sheehan, the Far Eastern director of the Trans World Airline, told a similar eyewitness account, which was published in the March 28, 1947 edition of the New York Times. Over the years, numerous images of these alleged gigantic pyramids in China have been taken by pilots and satellites, providing further confirmations of the existence of these mysterious structures in Asia. According to reports, several European expeditions took samples of the objects and metals around the pyramids. Their analysis shows a fascinating detail about them. The metallic materials present at the pyramids have yet to be identified because modern science has no idea what they are. Aside from the 5 things we just discussed, there are several other puzzling and strange ancient places and objects in this Far East civilization that are still shrouded in mystery. Some of these places and artifacts are unknown to the Chinese themselves, but should the time come that their hidden mysteries are completely unraveled, they have the potential to rewrite history as we know it.